Hi guys, the other night I made these almond cream cheese cookies just before going to bed because I was having visitors the next day and I wanted to be able to produce them with no muss and no fuss, and they were perfect when visitors arrived with a cup of tea or coffee. And I think because they're naturally chewy when they're fresh, they last for a really long time if kept in an airtight container. Start off by adding 110 grams of softened unsalted butter to your freestanding mixer. I melted this by accident in the microwave, but I did let it come back to room temperature. Then add 85 grams of cream cheese, though I can't say that I actually weighed this. It was slightly more than half a packet, so I just eyeballed it. Then turn on your mixer and gently just mix it all up until the cream cheese is kind of evenly dispersed throughout the butter. That won't take long. Next, add in 200 grams of caster sugar, though I'm using golden caster sugar here because I like to use it when I can because it's unrefined and has more of a toffee sweetness. So mix that up then as well, just for a few minutes until it starts to look really nice and light and fluffy. Next, add a generous pinch of sea salt flakes, but no more than half a teaspoon. Then add a tiny bit of almond extract, not essence, extract is way better, and about a half a teaspoon because a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. Then add 125 grams of plain flour and give it a good mix up. And it's probably a good idea to stop the mixing halfway through and just scrape down the sides of the bowl before you finish mixing, just until everything is all nice and incorporated. Now you'll need 2 large baking trays, both lined with parchment. Have your big bowl of cookie dough to the side and just start dropping heaping tablespoons of cookie dough onto each baking tray, leaving about 4 centimeters gap between each because these will spread out during baking. Now, if you like, you can dot each cookie with 1 whole almond. You could use blanched almonds if you like, but I'm using the unpeeled ones because they've got more flavour and they lose flavour as soon as you peel them. Now transfer to a preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius and bake for about 13 or 14 minutes. Take them out when the edges have just started to go brown. Don't touch them now, allow them to cool slightly first on their trays before you transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. Then just serve them up with a cup of tea and enjoy, or store them in some Tupperware, some airtight container, and they'll last for days. Thanks a million for watching, guys. I hope you liked this recipe. If you did, give me a like and subscribe and share with your friends on social media. You'll find all my social media accounts in the description below, and you'll also find the link to my blog where you'll find the full recipe at www.rookiecook.org.